$1 billion. Here's some useless knowledge, but it's an eye-opener. Did you ever wonder what $1 billion note would look like? I think we're getting close to putting them into circulation. This is too true to be funny. The next time you hear a politician use the word billion in a casual manner, think about whether you want the politician spending your tax dollars. $1 billion is a difficult number to comprehend, but one advertising agency did a good job of putting that figure into some perspective in one of its releases. I have been unable to find the name of this ad agency. If you sat down and count from 1 to 1 billion, you would be counting for 95 years. 1 billion seconds ago, it was 1959. 1 billion minutes ago, Jesus was alive on earth. 1 billion hours ago, our ancestors were living in the Stone Age. 1 billion days ago, no one walked on earth on 2 feet. $1 billion ago was only 8 hours and 20 minutes at the rate our government is spending it. If we wanted to pay down $1 billion of the U.S. debt, paying $1 a second, it would take 31 years, 259 days, 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 40 seconds. To pay off $1 trillion of debt at $1 a second would take about 32,000 years. While this thought is still fresh in our brain, let's take a look at New Orleans. It's amazing what you can learn with some simple division. Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu, Democrat, was asking Congress for $250 billion to rebuild New Orleans. Interesting number? What does it mean? Well, if you are one of the 484,674 residents of New Orleans, every man, woman, and child, you each would get $516,528. Or if you have one of the 188,251 homes in New Orleans, your home gets $1,329,787. Or if you're a family of 4, your family gets $2,066,012. The road to bankruptcy is a wide open byway. Washington, D.C. Hello? Are all your calculators broken? Tax time! Building permit tax, CDL license tax, cigarette tax, corporate income tax, dog license tax, federal income tax, federal unemployment tax, fishing license tax, food license tax, fuel permit tax, gasoline tax, hunting license tax, inheritance tax, inventory tax, IRS changes tax on top of tax, IRS penalties, liquor tax, luxury tax, marriage license tax, Medicare tax, property tax, real estate tax, service charge taxes, Social Security tax, road usage tax, sales taxes, recreational vehicle tax, school tax, state income tax, state unemployment tax, telephone federal exercise tax, telephone federal universal service fee tax, telephone federal, state, and local surcharge tax, telephone minimum usage surcharge tax, telephone recurring and non-recurring charges tax, telephone state and local tax, telephone usage charge tax, utility tax, vehicle license registration tax, vehicle sales tax, watercraft registration tax, well permit tax, workers' compact tax, and it's more than this. I want yours. Anyone could lose track of $9 billion, especially if they have it to squander. The IRS backup tapes. And to think we left British rule to avoid so many taxes. Not one of these taxes existed 100 years ago. Our nation was the most prosperous in the world. We had absolutely no national debt. We had the largest middle class in the world, and Mom stayed at home to raise the kids. approximately 7 p.m. July 28, 2014. USDebtClock.org. The U.S. national debt was $17,603,860,700,145. The debt per citizen was $55,265. Debt per taxpayer was $151,340. U.S. federal spending was $3,519,492,286,715. The U.S. federal budget deficit, $572,512,826,528. The national debt is over $17 trillion with a capital T and counting. What happened? Can you spell politicians? And I still have to press 1 for English. As the sign at the Casa de Ice in Pennsylvania says, why is it after I push 1 for English, I still can't understand the person on the other end? What has happened to our country? I hope this goes around the USA at least 100 times. $1 Billion. Edited by Ward. Produced by Church Mouse Productions. Distributed by Nobody and Company. Approved by nobody. Disapproved by 99.9% of the politicians. 1 independent politician approved. From your friend, the same one, Ward. Retired or retarded, I can't remember which one. Blessed are the craft because they let in the light. This presentation was created by Ward. Contents come from various sources and I do not claim as any as my property. No copyright infringement is intended. If any belong to you, please consider an honor that the content was worthy enough to be shared.
And that's all, folks.